Hey, me and Matt here, and I'm Killer Kyle. Welcome to another episode of Wheels of Fury. Hey, me and Matt here, and it's Killer Kyle, and we made a mistake last night. We just did Double or Nothing, which will be next week, but that's okay. Shit happens. So I think the first time I did that, but whatever. Whatever. So, today we'll look back at Double or Nothing 2020, and then next week I'll have the airing of Double or Nothing of this year.
Yes.
Which we just did. So, it's all good.
Yeah.
Now, I was at my parents' house, and I tried to watch it to the best that I could.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. I don't even know how to put this, really. So, I mean, I'll try to think about how this went. I don't know if you catched any of it.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we have a tag team match. You've got the Best Friends versus Private Party. And, yeah, Private Party, I'm surprised. Well, actually, I'm surprised they're both on the card this year.
Yeah, I mean, with Private Party having recently been part of Hardy family, I think, is that?
Yeah.
That's what it's called, the Hardy, whatever it is. They're managed by Matt Hardy.
Big Money Matt.
Yeah, and then, of course, you throw in Butcher, Blade, and Bonnie and their little faction, if you will. I mean, Private Party was still on a fairly good roll, and then, you know, throw in Butcher, Blade, and Bonnie. It's like, okay, let's see what more we can get of them.
Yeah.
From them, and haven't seen really much of any of them lately.
Yeah.
And Best Friends are really few and far between.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you've got Orange Cassidy getting a shot at the AEW Championship on Double or Nothing. But as far as Chuck and Trent is concerned, not really anything too much going on with them right now.
Right.
So, I don't know what the story is.
No. Yeah, they did have, a reunion of sorts a few weeks ago. And of course, Skylander is on their team now. Statlander.
Wow!
But we'll see what happens in the future. But
Best Friends won this match and were the #1 contenders for the tag.
Ladder match, Brian Cage, who went against Darby Allin, Colt Cabana, Orange Cassidy, Joey Janela, Scorpio Sky, Kip Sabian, and Frankie Kazarian, and Luchasaurus.
Jimmy Havoc. Jimmy fucking Havoc.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him nowadays, but...
Yeah, he was in AEW. He only had a few matches and then went elsewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe do independent stuff in the UK? Who knows?
Colt Cabana, well, he's still in the Dark Order as of right now.
Yeah, Colt's still doing stuff with the Dark Order. As far as having matches, maybe he'll be having matches on, like, Dark or Elevation.
Right, yeah.
Other than that, I haven't really seen a lot of him on Dynamite, except for the odd appearance he might make in a Dark Order segment, like backstage interview maybe, or if the Dark Order comes out and gets involved with helping somebody, whether it be Paige or Sting and Darby Allin or whoever else.
Yeah.
I don't know if you notice this. I'm sure you would agree with it, though. It seems to me that the Dark Order seems to have become a face faction, if you will.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. But, yeah, that's kind of what I can see right now as well, so...
The interesting thing is, with this match, okay, one, it was a ladder match, which is something completely different from what they usually do. Like, okay, you have your casino battle royals. With this, they decided to take this and go a completely different route with it and go with a ladder match. Now, with Brian Cage winning it, I think he ended up getting a shot at the world title, I think.
Yeah, I did.
And then, of course, he didn't end up winning, but...
Then you get him with the FTW title, which...
You'll see the rant I went off on about that on the Double or Nothing projection video.
Yep. It was a good match nonetheless, and I tried to see all of it, but regardless.
And I mean, AEW has had a few ladder matches. Now, whether or not they will continue doing ladder matches, maybe every once in a while they'll throw in a ladder match for like a pay-per-view of some kind.
Yeah.
Who knows? Everybody loves a good ladder match, so...
Yeah, oh yeah. So now we have MJF, who defeated Jungle Boy. This was pretty interesting to see these two go at it. And I think that, and it's been said, that MJF is probably one of the best heels in the wrestling business.
MJF seems to be one of those guys that is sticking with the old school kayfabe, if you will.
Yes, that's right.
You know, be a heel on TV, be a heel...
Being interviewed by Chris Van Vliet.
In interviews and, you know, other stuff he does, whether he does those... what are they called? Paying a celebrity a certain amount of money and they'll send you a message.
Yeah.
I can't remember what they're called, but yeah.
But, yeah, so this was a good match too, and I think that they're both very talented, Jungle Boy especially, and hopefully one day we'll get to see him with the TNT title. Maybe.
Yeah, either Jungle Boy as TNT champion, or hopefully at some point down the line, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus tag champs.
Yeah.
The interesting thing about it is, you got Marco Stunt there, you know, Marco Stunt's great. You know, he's quite the character, he's funny. He can go, for sure, in the ring. There's not really much you can do with him, though.
No.
As far as the championship is concerned. Unless, I don't know if AEW would do this, they should consider it, I would say, 6-man tag titles?
Yeah, that would be pretty awesome.
Now, I mean, really the only trio you have in AEW right now is, you know, Jungle Express.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have any members of the Dark Order as a team. Outside of that, not really too much as far as, you know, 3-people teams, if you will.
Because they bring Swoggle into AEW.
Or there was that one thing that they did where they had MJF in the inner circle and they were in friggin' Vegas, I think.
Yes,
and,
yes.
You know, gambling in that, and you know, they're swaddled in a frickin' diaper.
Yeah.
But that was the only thing we've seen of them.
Yeah, I think he got in trouble. Well, no, he didn't get in trouble for that.
No.
No, only if he was in WWE. So,
Apparently.
we got
Dustin Rhodes,
who had defeated Lance Archer for the TNT title.
Yes.
Well, he was already the champion,
Yeah.
but that was a war.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. You know, and really, you know, talked highly of Archer in our prediction video for Double or Nothing.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Dustin,
still is best wrestlers in the world right now. And yeah, him and Archer had a hell of a match. You know, watching Dynamite Wednesday and have Miro in the ring and he's talking about, you know, winning the TNT title from Darby, and you know, he's like, I wanted like Jesus Christ for this and this and this. Then he's going off on a pretty good promo, I'll call it, and then, you know, we have Lance Archer come out and, you know, Miro and Archer are going to face each other Double or Nothing for the TNT title. But he goes, I don't really think you understand the history of that title, because it was 1 year ago.
Dustin,
Went face to face for the first ever, like when the TNT Championship was first introduced. So I mean, you know, that's actually pretty cool. And then, you know,
Dustin in,
Archer, yeah, they really had a good match.
Yeah, for sure. And then, of course, you have the aforementioned Chris Statlander, who defeated Penelope Ford.
Yeah. Penelope, really only seen very few matches of hers, and she's very, very good. Chris Statlander has a very unorthodox style, if you will,
Oh, yeah.
and, you know, being the galaxy's favorite alien, if you will, and...
Well, I remember that, I think the first time I talked about her in a review, I called her Andromeda for some reason.
Andromeda, yeah.
But yeah, she's very unorthodox, as you said, and that she did win this match. I think that there's a future women's title in her picture. No, sorry for Chris.
Statlander? Yeah, I'm sure Statlander eventually will be in the title picture.
Yeah, see Kip Sabian as the champion for AEW or TNT, and then have Penelope as the AEW Women's Champion as the It Couple in the future. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I think they really should do more with Kip and Penelope to get to that point, if you will, having both of them as champion, if they decide to go that route.
Yeah. So this match, you have the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, who defeated
the Murder Hawk Monster, Lance Archer.
You know, it was a whole big buzz about it on frickin' social media. At one point there was like speculation of Cody retiring. It's like, Cody's not gonna frickin' retire.
No, not now.
Not at the age he's at. I mean, fuck, he's not that much.
No, he's not even 40 yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's not that much younger or older. He's within our age bracket.
Yeah. So I mean, this match was good.
Oh yeah.
You know, I think that
Lance,
trying to get the upper hand, Cody definitely won, and
oh yeah. Even when you look at Cody with Arn, you know, the wealth of knowledge that man has.
Yeah.
Tully and Arn, you know, being members of the Four Horsemen, you know, when they had a stint in WWE as the Brain Busters and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of potential for the Pinnacle and the Inner Circle just gotta get going. I mean, what they've got going right now with each other is great. It's been fantastic. Once this storyline and rivalry comes to an end, if it ever comes to an end, as they say,
Yeah.
you know, there's plenty of potential. So,
So now you have this match, you got the no disqualification, no count out. And, you know, we talk about longest champion. Kairi is going to be wrestling Dr. Britt Baker. And this match, you have her defeating Nyla Rhodes for the Women's Championship.
yeah, she faced Nyla Rhodes. Nyla Rhodes was the women's champion at the time. Then she goes into this match with Shida, and there's no disqualification, and of course, Shida ends up defeating Nyla Rose, and that, you know, really great defenses of the title, really great matches, and, you know, we mentioned it in the Double or Nothing projection video, 1 year as AEW Women's Champion heading into Double or Nothing, so.
Yeah. But this was a good match. I mean, a lot of weapons were used in, you know, an unorthodox style of Shida, of course. But this was a good match, and winning the title for the first time and then going on next week to defend it is like, wow.
Yeah, not very many people will win a title at, you know, a big event with any organization and then carry on to the same event a year later.
Yeah, for sure.
It's pretty impressive.
So now we have this match, the AEW World Championship. We have Jon Moxley, who defeated Mr. Brodie Lee.
The late Mr. Brodie Lee.
Yeah. And you know, I said this before in watching something online and seeing, actually it was a picture of who I thought was one of the members of the Dark Order, and it turned out to be Jon Huber. I mean, that was the most shocking, I think, that anybody could predict. Like, I didn't know that Jon was sick.
No.
So, to me, that was quite possibly the saddest thing in professional wrestling. And we talk about, you know, the tag team partner, Sergeant Slaughter, or, you know,
New Jack.
Brodie Lee, in everybody's eyes, was probably one of the nicest people in the wrestling business.
Oh yeah, he certainly seemed to be one of those people that would just go above and beyond for, you know, anybody he worked with. I mean, he spent friggin' $1,000 on ring gear for friggin' John Silver.
Yeah.
And I think there was many times where he would, I think he's like buy lunch or whatever for everybody. That's just the kind of dude he was. And, you know, another instance of gone too soon. 41 years old.
Yeah. And didn't even know what happened to him. He just disappeared off the face of the television, I guess. And just very fucking sad. And just very, you know, I got to see him as Luke Harper in the December show for the Peterborough House Show. And just the talent this guy had.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know, so yeah, he'll definitely be missed. You know, the fucking match he had with Cody for the TNT title. Just whipping his ass.
Oh, yeah.
And just the power, the presence the guy had. But this match was good too. And I mean, Jon Moxley and Brodie Lee really took it to the limit. And yeah, Jon Moxley won. But, you know, nobody could have predicted the future.
No.
Obviously.
No. That just goes to show you, like, People say kayfabe is dead. No, kayfabe's not dead. Because you can be, the nicest person in the world, go out of your way, go above and beyond for somebody that you're a co-worker with and your loved ones and all this other stuff. But yet, when it comes to the light coming on, so to speak, and being just, this character of an absolute badass motherfucker ass-kicking machine, he could do it.
Oh, yeah. And, Eric the Red coming out in the ending, just broken up. It's crazy. And I'm not even sure if he's on Dark, but I don't know if that was the only appearance he's made.
I believe it is.
Wow.
Because, him, Eric the Red, and of course Brodie Lee, Harper, and Rowan, members, of course, of the Wyatt family, then they went on to be the Bludgeon Brothers.
Yeah.
I'm sure they were very, very, very close friends. And then, Eric left WWE, and then, Harper still was with WWE for a little bit, then he eventually left. And then, of course, he's Mr. Brodie Lee and AEW, the Exalted One for the Dark Order, and Eric was probably doing independent stuff or whatever. But just to have him come in and, honor Brodie, tag team partner and friend, I'm sure is it was really amazing.
My happy first ever Stampede Stadium. I said that backwards.
Stadium Stampede.
Elite, which was Kenny Omega, Adam Page, and the Young Bucks, versus the Inner Circle, which we have Chris Jericho, Jack Hager, Sammy Guevara,
Santana and
Ortiz.
Yeah, Stadium Stampede. The Elite and the Inner Circle.
Yeah.
Ooh, buddy.
Yeah.
This was something else.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I missed the match. I mean, that sucks, but that's the kind of internet connection that I had, so...
Yeah.
Anyways, no, I mean, to have a whole stadium to yourself. Like, you talk about, no audience. And last year, that's what it was, no audience. You could do whatever you wanted.
Yeah.
This match was cool because you got to see it in a stadium, no less.
Yeah.
And you talk about Chris Jericho, who gave the
Judas Effect, the Jacksonville Jaguars mascot.
Yeah.
I don't even know what... I think the mascot has a name, just can't think of it offhand. Or Kenny giving Guevara, maybe? Somebody, the one-winged angel off of the friggin'
oh, yes.
balcony, was it, or something like that?
Yes, I did see a clip of that. Holy shit.
That was fucking insane.
Wow, yeah, so...
And just the brawl these guys had.
Yeah.
I mean, and, like, okay, there was a disliking between the Elite and the Inner Circle. I'm sure it was mostly storyline, but if Stadium Stampede from last year is a prelude of what we're to look forward to heading into Stadium Stampede 2, Inner Circle versus Pinnacle, it's going to be a wild motherfucking ride.
Yep, that's going to be fucking great. But, yeah, so the Elite won.
Yes.
And, you saw Kenny and Chris in Japan wrestle. It would have been cool, and I don't know if they did, but it would have been cool anyways to see Alpha and Omega in AEW.
Yeah, it would be. I don't know if they will ever, rehash that in AEW. It'd be cool if they did.
Yeah.
And, with there seeming to be, like I mentioned, and our predictions they do for Double or Nothing, legit disdain between certain people, like certain members of, like, the Inner Circle and the Pinnacle, that it just makes it that much better.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic.
And, like, you think about it too, and like, could you imagine Tony Khan, let's say, coming up to you and be like, alright, here's what we're thinking. Have 2 teams of 5 in an empty football stadium. Go have fun.
Yeah, for sure.
You do whatever you want. Just make it fun, make it good, make it entertaining, and the only limitation you have is your imagination. Other than that, go balls out.
Hell yeah.
And I mean, it was insane and chaotic and very entertaining, and I think that's the one thing that really differentials AEW from other companies is... Okay, let's take WWE for example.
Yeah.
There has been some, what we could call theatrical matches they've done. Barnyard match, swamp fight, the insanely weird Firefly Funhouse match, Cena and Bray, what have you. They seem to, you know, yes, they'll have a good match, which for sure there was, and there is some crazy things that happen, but it seems to be there's like limitations
Right.
on it. With AEW, it's like, okay, they'll give you a general idea of what they want for the match. You just go out, you have the freedom basically to do your own thing.
Yeah.
And I think too, with WWE, you know, whoever's in the match, and I think the referee too, will get together and be like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and this. You're gonna do this, and this. Gonna throw in a few other things, and then we're gonna get to the finish.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure what my knowledge is, and what I know of, having watched quite a number of AEW Unrestricted. By the way, you can go on YouTube and watch videos of that. Just go in the search bar, AEW Unrestricted, there's a whole playlist of videos. Anyways, when I go into a match, it seems to be maybe something will be pre-discussed, but like, you just go out and you have a match.
Oh yeah, for sure. So, this has been Double or Nothing last year, 2020. And I won't do that again.
Nah.
Well, so anyways, next week, I'm obviously going to add on to, well, yesterday when we did Double or Nothing predictions for this year. And then, so I'm not screwed up when next time it's in your house.
The next one will be, yes, in your house. And then after that, will be, well, it's going to be in your house, and then there's going to be Hell in a Cell, because I guess the loss is in July, and then, yeah.
Yeah, that was the first for everything. Anyways, so...
And the interesting thing about it, too, is Matt just came up to talk with me and hang out for a little bit, and we're talking about Double or Nothing. You know, for WWE, pay-per-view start at 7, and then they're at 10:30, yeah. And Pac's like 8 till 11, yeah. For AEW, not really sure what time it's gonna be, and you know, we can get together, and it's like, dude, Double or Nothing's not this Sunday, it's the 30th. Hey, you want to get together and hang out and watch it, cool. I was kind of had the same, I was thinking maybe we could get together for it, and then
we will.
And talk about it, like, you're a weekend ahead.
This lockdown's really fucking me up, so. Anyways, so for me and Matt, this is Killer Kyle, and we will see you next week. Well, actually, no. We'll probably do a video for the live chat or some shit. But
yeah, we'll probably do a Facebook Live, and yeah.
Talk to you later. Deuces.